Hello students, let's talk about something called Jamboard. So Jamboard is going to be a way that we're going to be able to share information that we've done. And in particular, you get to share the project that you did. In this case, we're going to be talking about the NASA paper satellite project. And what you're going to do is you're going to add some information from your Google Slides to your class's Jamboard. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, let's take a look at this Jamboard. Here's one that I've already kind of put together, one that I've created. And what happens is you start off with just this blank background that we have here, and you can change it any way that you'd like. So a couple of the options, where it says background, right, you just click on this, you have some options on how to change it. You can see I've selected the blue one, but you have all these other patterns, or you can pick no pattern at all. And what you can do is you have these different tools over here that you can add to your frame, right? This is called a frame, and I'll show you how to add other frames in just a moment. So you have a pen tool, and the pen tool is kind of nice. You've got these different types of pens, and then you have some other colors, and you can add what you want to do just by clicking on the color, clicking on the pen choice. You can use the mouse and you can scribble like this. The other thing, if you don't like it, you can go to the erase, and then you just trace out as best as you can, like that. The other thing is, if you happen to have something like this, right, some sort of a stylus or a digital pen, I'm hoping this one works because sometimes it doesn't, and you have a touch screen, you can actually, I'm going to lean forward, you can actually go and lean right on there and write, hi. So normally if I'm doing this, I'll do it in tablet mode. It's kind of hard and awkward to do it when the screen is vertical, but you can also write on it with a pen like this. So we said there's also an erase feature over here. The arrow feature, the select feature, allows you to grab and move any of these things. These are called sticky notes. I'll show you that in just a second. Well, actually, let's go to that now. So the sticky note here, when you go and you click on sticky note, you've got this window that comes up that reads sticky note, and you can type information in here. And you can choose different colors for the sticky note, or this last one says you don't have to have any color. And then you can click on save. And once you're done with that one, or if you have others, you can just keep adding them. Once you're done with your sticky note, you hit cancel, and you can take this and you can just drag it. You can move it around. You can resize it. If you grab the upper left-hand corner, you can even rotate it around like this. You've got your three dots for the option. You could duplicate it if there's something that you wanted to do again, or you can simply just delete it and then it goes away. The other thing that you can do, you notice that I do have an image over here of a rocket, and I have another one down here of a satellite, is you can add an image. So I've typed in rocket launch before, and I did a Google image search and all these came up. However, if you wanted to take a screenshot of some of your work, you could upload that, right? Or if you have something stored to your Google Drive, you could use that as well. Or if you already had some photos that were good for this project that you wanted to share, you could put them on from here as well. And the same thing, if you click on the photo, you can rotate it around, you can make it bigger or smaller, and you can move it wherever you want. Now, whichever item that you're moving, that's the one that will go on top. So if I take this picture right here, this image, and I move it, it will become on top of the sticky note. However, if I take the sticky note and I move that, it goes on top. So there are a few little tweaks that you have to be aware of when you're going through this Jamboard. This last part down here is a laser. Yep, a laser. And it basically just makes a line that is temporary. So if you are presenting something and you want to like circle this, and then it follows, and then it goes away. So that's another option that you have. So what you should do for your project is up here, this is this first slide, and then if you click over here, create a frame, it'll have a blank frame for you to add in your work. And so what you can do is you can add in 1 or 2 or 3 different slides, or frames rather, based on how much you've done for your NASA paper satellite project. And then if you hit this down arrow, then you'll be able to see all of the frames. So we'll see everybody's in the class. Now, if you started here on this case with number 2 and you had another one, then you can add the next frame over here, right? And then of course you can even drag them to different positions so that it keeps your project in place. Okay, so this is how we're going to present the work that you've done on this project. You can get started on it ahead of time, but you want to make sure that we have something added during our next virtual class. So then we can take a look at to see all the work that you've done. And then I'm just going to go back to this one. And that's it. That's our Jamboard. This is how we're presenting the information. And I hope that you found some use out of this video. I'll see you in class.